So we are on week 8, session 1. And hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome again to the session of Read with Me. So we were last week, we were discussing about I am responsible. Okay, for everything we are responsible. So the first thing our subconscious is telling us that we are responsible for our life. And one more very important thing that we understand that the thought which was I think the last, if you all remember, the last point which we were remembering, that how we manifest things, that whatever the five senses perceive from the consciously what we see, then we take it, when we keep on repeating it without any emotion, the image gets registered in the subconscious, and as it moves to the solar plexus, it becomes like a gut feeling, and then it starts manifesting in the form of matter. So it can be, this is it can be in the form, in like if we start thinking about a disease or something, whatever we keep repeating and telling our own self, it starts manifesting in the same way, right? So I remember, before we start, I'll quickly go with an experience I was having this week. That as one of my friend had to go some tooth issues, dentist. They had to visit a dentist. So I was accompanying my friend. She's a neighbor of mine, and she's having some some kind of a autoimmune disease. So every doctor, every dentist she went, every dentist used to tell her that you have to guess. Then she had one more thing. She had a xylocaine reaction. She was very sensitive to this anesthesia. So whenever we do some surgery or something, there is always some anesthesia test done to the patient. So as she was visiting, so many dentists just to check on that, um, somebody can do that anesthesia test, like with a general anesthesia, and do it. You won't believe, none of the doctors were ready to do that. None of the doctors. Everybody said you have to go for that test first, to an hospital, and under care this test will be taken. So because see, what happens is, when you are constantly seeing that, consciously your five senses are making believe that you have to visit a hospital for a small test. It's actually a 48 hours test. They just put a small needle, they insert a medicine to check the allergy to the body, and how much that anesthesia might be required, or are you actually xylocaine affected or not. So it's not that, it might be, doctors might feel it is very risky or what, but you won't believe, after so many, I think visiting 5 or 6 dental, she was literally like, I can't take this. Like, I really have to go to the big hospital, and the hospital people are not even saying, okay, yes, they'll do the test. So it became very odd situation what to do. And the toothache, if you have a bad toothache, it starts paining. And then we met another, another doctor. This is a lady doctor, and she said, I'll do the test for you, and I'll do the dental also. She's also a dentist. And I was just, the moment she said this, and we went both there, and she actually did the test there, and she left her like this only, that you go. We were sitting there for half an hour, 40. You are absolutely fine. In case something would have happened, it would have immediately reacted. So I was just, observing that this is, all the dental people were denied that test, whereas she did it. And didn't she have any fear about it? Didn't she fear that, like other doctors, like something might happen to the patient? I was very amazed. This made me actually bring to that belief system we are talking about. In the entire 7 weeks previously, we have been discussing about the belief system. So where I heard this, she said, and I think next day she called my friend. We again went to that dentist, and she did that root canal. Then she again called up next day. She again said, "Is everything fine?" So my friend was saying, "No, I have a little bit. I think filling is coming out." So she again called, but I saw the kind of service she gave, and I saw the kind of mindset that lady dentist was carrying. That she didn't fear anything. Last time also I was telling that when for my mother-in-law's knee surgery, how the doctor had that gut feeling that we don't need require any blood. Even this time also I was seeing the same, that if a doctor has, or if a person has a self belief that nothing is going to happen, then actually my friend is absolutely fine. She's got the capping also done for the root after the root canal. She's got temporary capping also done for that. So the after I think visiting 5-6 dentists, and now suddenly there appeared to be one. Maybe you can say, when we have a belief system, no, I am safe and I'll be doing with this way only, then somebody with the same belief appears, with the same notion, um, has a very good and a positive mindset, and just goes with it. So she's absolutely fine. There is no xylocaine reaction. I think sometime back when she had that history, or she had that trauma in her mind, that I might get, I am a little xylocaine reactive. So that belief in my friend was also playing a role. That belief got relieved when she herself decided, no, um, because every dentist was saying you should get a test so that you are out of this thought that whether you are actually reactive to xylocaine or not. So that got removed. So she was very happy that nothing has happened. So somewhere or the other, each and every person, consciously or unconsciously, have that belief system working for us, where what we think and what we see just appears to us in the way we are thinking. Are you all getting my point? What I'm trying to explain?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Parvati.
So,
Yes.
so this was something very interesting I saw. Matlab, after visiting for 5-6 dentists, and then one is saying that absolutely doing the test also, then moving ahead also, and doing the little procedure in the dental also, it all went very smoothly. And I was literally thinking that, wow, this woman literally has belief system in her. Nothing is going to happen. She said, "Sir, ma'am, you come, we'll do it." So in this week also, this was quite a. I was observing, as I observe people and I observe their mindset. I was observing my friend also. I was observing the different doctors also. I was observing this dentist also. So that was one very interesting thing I found. Like, if we have little children around, so this was a good learning. If we have little children or people or family around, if we have a strong belief, that everything is going to be okay, everything is going to be absolutely smooth. So universe has to play that role, and it has to bring, because the hindrance is where? In our own mind. So we only create the hindrance. So I think by the time my friend was not very fixed on what she's going to do, every doctor or every dentist was denying. The moment she decided, no, I have to go with the same. I'll not take. I don't want to go to any hospitals. I want the dentist to do it. It is not a very difficult thing. And suddenly, that one dentist who was very mentally stable, she appeared and she did the procedure. See how things are working. It looks like something miraculous is happening in front of us. Pushkani, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to recollect the last statement which we where we stopped during the last week, when you
Yes.
were saying about the belief system that feed
Mm.
your subconscious mind life-giving thoughts, and you will
Yes.
wipe out all the negative patterns lodged therein. As you
Mm.
continue to do this, all the past will be wiped out and remembered no more. So by Walking through the belief system, we can completely rewind and recreate. We can wipe out the past and recreate the future as we
Yes.
wish.
It is like it works.
Yeah, it works. It
It
works.
works.
Irrespective
So
of
see,
so many doctors saying no,
yeah,
our belief system still find out a way to get the
yes,
thing done.
yes. And when we
Interesting.
observe life too closely, we observe people and we start understanding what we are learning, how things are operating in front of us, how people are, what kind of mindset is there. This actually helps us, understand our own perspective much more deeply when we are learning, especially from the subconscious way.
Yes, true. When we understand our own perspective, then only we can work inside to direct the perspective of us in the way we want it to be.
Yes.
So it's always contemplating on inside.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we
The
are
deeper
starting
it
on
is
the
getting,
sorry,
yeah,
please continue.
yeah. The deeper it is getting, the clear it will be. That it will become more and more clear.
Yes. See, we'll realize while we are reading this now, there are many things we have done unconsciously, but they have worked for us.
Yes.
They have worked. So we'll realize, because of this happened. This because of my this thought, this happened. So these are the points where this builds the trust also. Honestly,
Yes.
it builds the trust on what we are working on.
Yeah. When we
Right?
can understand the connection, then we can create anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we can continue reading.
Yeah. So we are on page 33 and we are on the second paragraph. So I'll only start reading. The subconscious heals a malignancy of the skin. A personal healing will ever be the most convincing evidence of the healing power of the subconscious mind. Over 40 years ago, I resolved a malignancy of the skin through prayer. Medical therapy has failed to check the growth, and it was getting progressively worse. A clergyman with a deep psychological knowledge explained to me the inner meaning of the 139th Psalm, wherein it says, "In thy book all my members were written, which in continents were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them." He explained that the term book meant my subconscious mind, which fashioned and molded all my organs from an invisible cell. He also pointed out that as much as my subconscious mind made my body, it could also recreate it and heal it according to the perfect pattern in it. How beautifully it is written. See, this clergyman showed me his watch and said, "This had a maker, and the watchmaker had to have an idea first in the mind before the watch became an objective reality. And if the watch was out of order, the watchmaker could fix it." My friend reminded me that the subconscious intelligence which created my body was like a watchmaker, and it also knew exactly how to heal, restore, and direct all the vital functions and processes of my body, but that I had to give it the perfect idea of health. This would act as cause, and the effect would be a healing. This is very interesting. See, um, we always run for doctors or something, but here we have the power to heal our own body through our own, like our subconscious has to be, we have to direct our mind to bring that to us. So let's read further. I prayed in a very simple way as follows: my body and all its organs were created by the infinite intelligence in my subconscious mind. It knows how to heal me. Its wisdom fashioned all my organs, tissues, muscles, and bones. This infinite healing presence within me is now transforming every atom of my being, making me whole and perfect now. I give thanks for the healing. I know it's taking place now. See, it's focusing on now. Everything is happening now. Wonderful are the works of the creative intelligence within me. I prayed aloud for about 5 minutes, 2 or 3 times a day, repeating the above simple prayer. In about 3 months, my skin was whole and perfect. That's so amazing. See, and everything, like what I am seeing here is, he's saying everything now. They're not saying something in future. It's not saying anything in past. It's just saying everything is happening right now. There is no belief
Yeah,
that
and one more thing,
that
see, he's giving thanks also. Thanks
yes,
as if it has already been done. It's, it
yes,
has been accomplished. This
it
is
has
so
been.
dead sure. Yes.
So it is. If we are affirming daily, that means we are creating in every moment. Now we are not pushing our thought to any future event, right? That this will happen. Okay, if I do this, this will happen. No, it is happening right now. So what I am doing is, indirectly, I am actually activating my subconscious. You know, that all my cells in the body. See, we in the previous page, it is written invisible cell. He explained that the term book meant my subconscious mind, which fashioned and molded all my organs from an invisible cell. So invisible cell means what? Invisible, we can't see our body. It's made of cells. So if we are directing each and every thought in that cell, it might be like something new for us. It might be that I've never done this before, but still I'm giving a new command to my body that you are already healed. You're already perfect. In that way, we'll start, healing ourselves. And I am a live example for this because I have been a thyroid patient from very long, almost 20 years. But when I started, practicing all these things and doing meditations and all that, I somehow or the other, I started, telling myself that my hormones are working absolutely perfect and my thyroid is absolutely normal. Believe me, I have, it's been more than a year or so. I haven't taken any thyroid medicines and I'm absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect, because I have literally told my mind that my body, that my hormones are absolutely fine, absolutely normal. And right now also I'm absolutely normal. I have no issues. So whatever, if we keep on thinking and listening from the other people, after this age this happens, after this age this happens, I still believe that it's all in the belief system. If we are too much outward, driven, and we keep on accepting what people are telling us, which is not even healthy, we tend to believe in that. So if we, if we are seeing even our family members, older people, and if we are, constantly in touch, and if they are not in a very healthy state of mind, it is very, very easy for us to adopt those things. But if we become mindful, it is not necessary that you tell the other person, no, this is not right or wrong. It is important is you start applying on yourself. And then, it says, actions speak louder than words. So when you actually do it on yourself, you actually make people believe that, yes, this is true. Otherwise, it always becomes like anything and everything. People are not ready to listen also at times. Right? So I'll read this. As you can see, all I did was give life-giving patterns of wholeness, beauty, and perfection to my subconscious mind, thereby obliterating the negative images and patterns of thought lodged in my subconscious mind, which were the cause of all my trouble. Nothing appears on your body except the mental equivalent is first in your mind, and as you change in your mind, by drenching it with incessant affirmatives, you change your body. This is the basis of all healing. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul, subconscious mind, knoweth right well. See, how beautiful. Anybody has an experience to share like this? A little bit? Or anybody wants to say anything? Okay, let's go ahead. So this, whatever I was explaining, it's clear to everyone, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes.
Good. So, Karavati, will you do the reading for us first? Next.
Yeah, sure, Parul.
Thank you. You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. How the subconscious controls all functions of the body. While you are awake or sound asleep upon your bed, the ceaseless, tireless action of your subconscious mind controls all the vital functions of your body without the help of your conscious mind. For example, while you are asleep, your heart continues to beat rhythmically. Your lungs do not rest, and the process of inhalation and exhalation, whereby your blood absorbs fresh air, goes on just the same as when you are awake. Your subconscious controls your digestive process and glandular secretions as well as all the other mysterious operations of your body. The hair on your face continues to grow whether you are asleep or awake. Scientists tell us that the skin secretes much more perspiration during sleep than during the waking hours. Your eyes, ears, and other senses are active during sleep. For instance, many of our great scientists have received answers to perplexing problems while they were asleep. They saw the answers in a dream. Oftentimes, your conscious mind interferes with the normal rhythm of the heart, lungs, and functioning of the stomach and intestines by worry, anxiety, fear, and depression. These patterns of thought interfere with the harmonious functioning of your subconscious mind. When mentally disturbed, the best procedure is to let go, relax, and still the wheels of your thought process. Speak to your subconscious mind, telling it to take over in peace, harmony, and divine order. You'll find that all the functions of your body will become normal again. Be sure to speak to your subconscious mind with authority and conviction, and it will conform to your commands. Your
1 minute.
subconscious.
1 minute. 1 minute, Kalavati. There is a very important point here. In the above paragraph, these patterns of thoughts. Are you understanding these pattern of thought? See, the intestines by worry. See how we are affecting our body, how we are affecting
Correct.
our organs. Oftentimes, your conscious mind interferes with the normal rhythm of the heart, lungs, and functioning of the stomach and intestines. See, worry,
Yes,
anxiety, fear, and depression. See how the body is, how the mind is working and it is affecting the body. So we are pulling the diseases when we start
yes.
worrying.
See, all the gastric issues, it seems, stomach,
Yes,
intestines, even heart and lungs.
exactly. So the stomach, the intestine, see what happens is the stomach area has the solar plexus. Okay, when we were talking about the conscious mind and the manifestations I was telling you, it is the same thing now. Consciously, we have observed something, we pick up as we keep on repeating. If in the beginning when I was talking about the dentist, see, even after 5, 6 dentists, if we have accepted that no, we will have to go to the hospital, we will not find a way, it would have been a regular practice, you know, still believing no, it can happen in a different way, and we will find an option. It actually appeared. So if see, it is the choice of a person to take it as a manifestation of oh, nobody is, I will have to admit. So there was a choice that person gets admitted to the hospital and get that test done. And there is another conscious choice to believe in no, I can still find another way. So we are only, creating everything. So it is like an endless possibilities in front of us. So if consciously we would have accepted that, no, after 5 and 6 are saying the same thing, it is very difficult, to find something. No, still I want to go for the other one. Still I'll find something else. So this is creating a possibility, right? So here, so it's saying these pattern of thoughts. you see, we did not form a pattern. There was no pattern formed. It was cut. It was the best option was that there appeared to be a one dentist who did it absolutely, we can say boldly, daringly, that she did that. And it was all perfect. Because it maybe in her belief system, the patient doesn't she has that, you know, ability of thinking health for the patient. That whoever comes to me has to heal, has to be perfect. So yes, Pushkandi.
Yeah. In the prior paragraph, oftentimes your conscious mind interferes with the normal rhythm of the heart.
Correct.
So the conscious mind, by thinking, disturbing the vital processes and the working system and
Yes.
system of the body. So it's
Yes.
better for the conscious mind to be still or to be in peace or in harmonious way.
Yes.
That's what he
So we
mentioned.
can
No,
do that
when
by
mentally disturbed. Yeah, he mentioned in the last
yeah.
portion. When mentally disturbed, the best procedure is to let go, relax, and still
Yes.
the wheels of your thought process. You stop thinking.
Yes.
You just
So
don't feed it.
when things are not going in the way we want them to be, or when someone or when we feel sick, or the best part of but the best thing that we can do is go inside, check what is happening inside, go inside your thought process and belief system rather than running. It's okay if we have to visit the hospitals if there is any chronic disease which requires immediate attendance by the doctor, but even after taking the first aid we have to sit, quieten the conscious thoughts, and then go inside, still the thoughts, and then check on our thoughts. What am I doing? How am I creating the patterns? And what is the result I am getting? The
Yes.
responsibility, as we have discussed during the last session, the responsibility is again on us. So
Yes.
when we are falling sick, it's our duty to go inside and check what is happening. And another thing I want to add, I felt important was the last statement, that be sure to speak to your subconscious mind with authority and conviction, and it will conform to your command. So whenever we are telling in the form of internal conversation to our subconscious, we should be so confident, and our words should be like a command. They
Yes.
shouldn't sound like a doubt. It should sound like a command, like an order. So
Yes.
that command itself, the voice of the conversation, the tone of the conversation itself decides the faith in the statements we are telling to the subconscious mind in the form of thoughts.
Yes, because the
So we
solar
should never
plexus.
be doubtful, or
Hmm.
we should never be weak, or in doubtful tone shouldn't be there while we were having internal conversation. So
Yes.
it's very important to the frame the sentences of internal conversation while we are having discussion with the subconscious mind within
Yes.
ourselves.
Yes. It is important. We see the solar plexus area is called the second mind. You know. So when you're saying that you have to command. Command means there is a gut feeling in you that this is going to happen. Like we say now, I'm going to win the race. So that gut feeling, yes, I am going to do it. I have to do it. That builds that consistency, you know, that builds mindset, the determination that this is going to happen. I want this. So this is a command. So when we command, it is like we are giving our gut feeling to our own thought. And that is what is manifesting. So see, it is the important point is when our children are away or somebody from the house has gone somewhere out, if we don't get any information from them, we start that worry factor. You understanding? We
Parag,
we start. Yes.
Yeah.
one more thing. When we
Yes.
say, when you just said command, I'm really sorry I'm interrupting. But I
Mhm,
just
no problem.
literally wanted to add, when we say
Hmm.
command, it sounds to me more like conviction. Like,
Hmm.
that conviction, or the amount of conviction through which we tell or we demand,
Yes.
that is like that should be too high.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because
Yeah,
that
they have
conviction is only
mentioned,
going to bring up.
yeah, speak to your subconscious mind with authority and conviction. Then it will conform to your command. So how we are going to tell to ourselves that the way of expression of internal conversation within ourselves is also going to influence the result in the form of experience.
Yes, yes, yes. Continue.
So
Parvati.
while framing the sentences, we should be careful.
Yeah.
Okay. Your subconscious seeks to preserve your life and restore you to health at all costs. It causes you to love your children, which also illustrates an instinctive desire to preserve all life. Let us suppose you accidentally ate some bad food. Your subconscious mind would cause you to regurgitate it. If you inadvertently took some poison, your subconscious powers would proceed to neutralize it. If you completely entrusted yourself to its wonder working power, you would be entirely restored to health.
Beautiful. See how beautiful. So if you
Yeah.
completely entrusted yourself to its wonder working power, you would be entirely restored to health. I really wish, this book has been written. It's literally like some gem kind of a thing we have got, and I'm so happy reading it. Now it feels every time there is a good momentum. It sets a great momentum in us that something or the other very precious we are getting. So here also
Correct.
we are getting the power to heal our own mind and body by understanding our own conscious thoughts that I might be affecting my own lungs or my own organs because of some thought, and that can be shifted and that can be changed. Right? So let's continue. Continue.
Yeah. How to get the subconscious to work for you. This is what the portion I am waiting for.
Yes.
How to get the subconscious to work for you. The first thing to realize is that your subconscious mind is always working. It is active night and day, whether you act upon it or not. Your subconscious is the builder of your body, but you cannot consciously perceive or hear that inner silent process. Your business is with your conscious mind and not your subconscious mind. Just keep your conscious mind busy with the expectation of the best and make sure the thoughts you habitually think are based on whatsoever things are lovely, true, just, and of good report. Begin now to take care of your conscious mind, knowing in your heart and soul that your subconscious mind is always expressing, reproducing, and manifesting according to your habitual thinking. Remember, just as water takes the shape of the pipe it flows through, the life principle in you flows through you according to the nature of your thoughts. Claim that the healing presence in your subconscious is flowing through you as harmony, health, peace, joy, and abundance. Think of it as a living intelligence, a lovely companion on the way. Firmly believe it, firmly believe it is continually flowing through you, vivifying, inspiring, and prospering you. It will respond exactly this way. It is done unto you as you believe. Wonderful.
So nice. It will respond exactly this way. It is done unto you as you believe. So we only have to think and believe that there is no, there is no worry at all. Worry in a sense, in any sense. When the moment we start thinking about thoughts which are actually worrying, we start hindering our own process, our own progress. Right? So I think we have only 2 minutes. We'll join the new session now, and let's continue from there on.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 more minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Omkar. We'll join the next session.